how'd your day go?
Well, it's gonna go down there, that's for sure.
The thing, yes.
My name is Dennis, I'm a volunteer with You're going to be your two park rangers at Fort Sumter for you guys.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Fort Sumter. I'm standing on the ground where famously the first shots of the Civil War were fired. This place is considered ground zero for one of the bloodiest conflicts in American history. Come, take a walk with me through this historical fort. In the early 1800s, thousands of laborers would pile 70,000 tons of granite upon a lonely submerged sandbar, creating the foundation for this structure. This was in response to the recent war that we had over the British. The U.S. was in need of bolstering its defense from outside forces, so this spot would be the ideal place. Now, regarding the fortification protection of Fort Sumter, it protected the Charleston harbor perfectly. Millions of bricks were laid here, originally 50 feet high and 5 feet thick. Then in 1860, South Carolina seceded from the Union. And like a cascading response, the Union moved 85 of their men right here, and the local South Carolinian Confederates saw this action as an act of aggression, and thusly the Civil War began. Over about 3,000 bullet rounds unloaded into this place. Confederate cannonballs heated in red-hot furnaces burnt the place to a crisp, but surprisingly, the only fatalities of this siege were from an accidental explosion during a 100-gun salute. President Abraham Lincoln refused to abandon or surrender the fort, but after 34 hours of relentless cannon fire, on April 14, 1861, the Union Army surrendered the fort and evacuated its troops. Mountain Howitzer, 1865. This is named after the howitzer gun, I'm sure. Well, this is 1863. From this area, the hot cannons and cannonballs were shot from. These were often heated up when they were actually propelled out of the cannon. Very cool. This place was designed to hold 135 cannons, but never actually reached building completion. Ooh. Island of pelicans. And the pelicans in the southeastern Atlantic aren't white. They're actually black and striped, but predominantly mostly black. They're not the lighter kinds that you see in other areas. They have a little bit of a white cap, a little bit on the top of their head. Kind of what a monk would wear or a rabbi would wear. 8-inch 200-pounder. How about that? That is enough to satisfy anyone. Now do me a favor. Don't ever listen to her if she says it's small. Check out these cannons. They're huge. So within the fort, you're going to find a museum and a shop. You're going to find artifacts, old cannons, friendly Southerners, and even a kiosk that sells Charleston chew, the candy of Charleston, South Carolina. This is a locally made taffy that is so strong it has the potential to rip out your entire jaw as you attempt to smile. Those are the holes where the cannon, the large cannon, would be fed through this chimney-like structure. Crazy to think that this place was at first attacked by the Union Army, by the Feds, and then later by the Confederates. So it was attacked twice by the opposite teams, by the opposite parties. Crazy to think.
Where do you stand on this issue? Where do you stand with this neighbor? What do you stand about these things going on in your world today? And that's the one I want you guys to focus on for the rest of your time out here at the fort.
After this battle, the Confederates would occupy Fort Sumter for the next 4 years. Then in 1865, the Union Army would avenge itself and attack the fort. The fort again got leveled into flattened earthwork. Ironically, now by the other side. So these poor old battery walls received severe abuse by both sides. The walls are like an analogy for the poor, and it goes like this. During war, it doesn't matter what side you're on, you're the first to die, especially if you're poor. The fort here controlled basically the channel. Kind of like the Strait of Hormuz. It protected the United States from the British after the War of 1812. Completely fortified all of Charleston, as you can see here, blockading anyone from entering or leaving the harbor. The results of the Civil War: over 620,000 dead, and the country gets a new map. Totally worth it, right? Totally worth it. Was it? Could the U.S. have solved this conflict differently? Just think presently about the Middle East. Do you see a pattern? And can this pattern be broken? To me, this place is a reminder that the general population should stay vigilant. holding our leaders accountable, especially regarding our newly acquired America First doctrine. Are we truly America First, or is this just political grandstanding perpetrated by neocons and neoliberalists who want the war machine to be fed and fattened? Because if you look at it at face value, there's absolutely nothing America First regarding what we are doing in today's current events. My final question to my audience is this: can America secede from Israel, or have we met our match? Bring it on home. Uncle Sam needs you right here. Either way, thanks for joining me today at this historical monument. I'll see you next time. Same channel, different place. See ya. All right, back to the boat we go. Out of all the things I saw today here at Fort Sumter, what I'm going to miss the most are these pelicans here. These fishing pelicans. I'll zoom up for you to see. With the black beak, black face, and then a white little cap on them. Got a little cap on the top of their dome, but mostly a black face. Black-faced pelicans. And then we have families actually out on the beach too. Going all the way out in the shoal.